For 10 years I was blamed for my father-in-law's death. Then one sentence in his will proved, in front of the entire family, that I never did anything wrong. I'm 44 years old, married to a man named Farhan for 16 years. His father, Iqbal, passed away from a sudden heart attack 10 years ago, 3 days after a tense dinner at our house, where Iqbal and I had argued about money I'd supposedly borrowed and never repaid. I hadn't borrowed anything. But Farhan's sister, Nadia, told the entire family that Iqbal collapsed from the stress I'd caused that night. No one questioned her. Grief doesn't ask for evidence. It just needs somewhere to point. For 10 years, I was that place. Family dinners went quiet when I entered. Farhan grew distant, polite but wounded, never quite looking at me the way he used to. I tried, early on, to explain there was no loan, no debt, nothing Iqbal and I had actually argued about that night beyond a small disagreement over a business investment he'd wanted Farhan to make. Nadia's version had already taken root by the time I tried to correct it. Farhan never said he blamed me outright. He didn't have to. He simply stopped defending me at family events, stopped correcting Nadia when she brought it up, let 10 years of silence answer for him instead. I stayed anyway. I told myself grief needed time, that eventually the story would fade. It didn't. It calcified instead, becoming the quiet, accepted version of what happened to Iqbal, repeated so often that even I sometimes wondered if I'd remembered that night wrong. Iqbal's will had been delayed for years over a property dispute, finally reaching a formal reading last spring. The family lawyer read through the standard provisions, then paused at a handwritten addendum Iqbal had added 4 months before he died. It stated, plainly, that he wanted his family to know the truth about the night of that dinner, that he alone had been under significant financial strain from a failing investment, that our disagreement was about his request for money, not mine, and that if anything happened to him afterward, no one in the family should ever blame me for a stress that was entirely his own to carry. He'd written it down, sealed it, and left instructions for it to be read exactly as it was. The room went completely silent. Nadia's face changed first. Then Farhan's. Farhan didn't speak the entire drive home. When he finally did, he apologized in a way I hadn't heard from him in a decade, quiet and shaken, admitting he'd let his sister's grief become the truth because it was easier than sitting with his own guilt about his father's finances. "You let me carry that for 10 years, I said. "I know," he said. "I don't know how to undo that." I told him I didn't know either. We're still married, still working through what 10 years of unspoken blame does to a marriage, even after the truth finally arrives. Nadia has never apologized. Some silences, I've learned, don't get undone just because the facts finally catch up to them. If you've ever carried blame for something that was never yours to carry, I hope the truth reaches you sooner than it reached me. If this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments and subscribe for more stories like this one.